In today's tutorial, we're learning how to make this really cool rise animation for your keywords. And we're showing different ways, so you can do it with the morph transition, but you can also do it with the older versions of PowerPoint and the effect will be exactly the same. Now as a little bonus, I also have this really cool effect where everything flies in at a different speed and it adds some dynamics to your presentation. Now for those of you who want to follow along in the tutorial, the image that I've generated is from Midjourney. And for that I've used the prompt a bright green grassland hill with a clear sky in the background in an aspect ratio of 16:9. So if you want, you can generate it yourself or you can just copy any image with the same features. And we're starting from a blank canvas. Now first I want to add a nice picture to the slide. So I'm going to drag the screen, put it in the corner and then extend it so it matches all corners. Next I want to go to the side, right click and duplicate the page. So we have a second version to work with. On the second slide, select the image, go to picture format, and then click remove background. This will make an automatic selection where everything in purple or pink will be removed. You can click on mark areas to keep, and then just drag over the parts of the image that you want to keep. In our case, it's the hills. Release, and then it will add that to your selection. Sometimes you need to do it 2 or 3 times to just make a nice selection. Just the edges, and then everything will be fine. And once you're happy with the selection, you can just press keep changes, and this will remove the background from the picture. I'm going to leave it as it is right now and jump back to the first slide. Here I want to go to the text box and drag it on the screen. Here you can type in your keyword, for example, inspire, select the text, and we're going to give it a nice font called Montserrat, and a subfont, which is going to be bold. For this type of words, it's very nice to use a bold font. Make it white, and for the font size, let's try 200. You can type it in manually, because sometimes the font size is too big, or the maximum you can go to is 96, and if you want to go higher, you can just type it in manually. You can also just make it a bit smaller, let's say 180, and then adjust accordingly. Center it in the middle, and then you can always go to arrange, align, and align the center of the slide. Right click, format shape on the text, and now we're going to text options on the right, and go to the second tab, which is text effects. Click on shadows, and in the presets, we're going to use a drop shadow. This will make it stand out from the background a bit more. I'm leaving the settings as they are, but you can just adjust if you want. Next, I'm going to the second slide again, selecting the background that we've cut out, Ctrl C to copy, and Ctrl V to paste it again. Now you just drag it on top so that it's in a nice position. Right click, crop the image, and I'm just going to reduce the selection a little bit so that we can easily grab the different layers. So we have the background picture layer, we have the text layer, and we have the foreground layer. Select the text and position it until you are happy with the result. I'm going to position it right here, where it looks quite good, but you still see it's behind that mountain. Now I'm going to animate it in 2 ways. First one is using the morph transition, and for that I'm going to right click, duplicate the slide. And on the first one, I'm going to select the text, hold shift and drag it downwards so it's behind the mountains. Then you can go to second slide, transitions, and apply morph. And this way it will nicely fly into your screen. It's a very smooth transition. Now for those of you who don't have morph, I'll show you an alternative. So I'm going to duplicate the page. And we can turn off the transition here. Select the text, go to animations, and then click on the drop down for entrance effects. There's 2 or 3 ones that we can use. First of all, the fly-in effect that we can see here. You can always go to animation pane, effect options to play around with the timings. So I'm going for smooth end, and the duration, let's put it to 1 second. Let's preview that. And this is a very similar effect that you can create. Alternatively, you can also go for a float in or a rise up animation. So a float in, you'll see that little fade and then the rise animation. So whichever one you like, you can choose. Now that's for the first part. If you want to go for that more complex version, I'll show you how to do that as well. So I'm going to duplicate this slide. Let's first remove the animation. So we just have the 3 layered slides. And here I'm going to type in a different word or type in the letters one by one. The I from inspire, and make the text box smaller. Position it to the left. Let's maybe get rid of that top layer for now. And then just hold the Option Shift or Control Shift key to drag and create a copy. And replace the letters. You don't have to worry too much about the positioning right now. We'll take care of that in a second. Just make sure that you repeat it so you have all of the letters of the word that you want. There we go. Now we're going to position them. And here we can see that the overlap is a bit strange. So not all of the letters are in the same position, some are overlapping to the wrong side. And we're going to solve that, so we're just gonna position everything as we want it. Maybe a little space for the I, that will look good. And then the E eventually. Now what we want to do is we want to right click and bring this one to the front. So you can see this shortcut, Shift Command F on the Mac, and I think on the Windows I'm not sure if there's a different shortcut, but you can use that one. So we're going to send everything one by one to the front, letter by letter, and we can see that it nicely jumps in front of the letters behind it. And this way you get that nice effect that this one is up front and the other ones are behind it. Now I'm going to, the last slide, copy this cutout and paste it on top. Just position it as you had before, and maybe also adjust the crop mark so it's easy to select the layers. Now right click, duplicate the slide, and we can use the exact same effect, so I'm going to show you the morph one. Select the letters and drag them down. Oops, forgot the first letter here, so drag it all down. Now I'm holding the Shift key and selecting the first letter and dragging the other ones down. Repeat, hold Shift, click, and then drag the other ones down. And just repeat that. So you see that all of the letters are spaced a little bit differently. If I remove this one, you can see what it looks like. So now I paste it back on top. They're all hidden behind. Apply a morph transition to the second version, and you see they all fly in nicely at a different pace. So let's put those on full screen and see what they look like. And this is how you can create this really nice opening slide with the morph transition to make your keyword pop out. Now of course there's a variant, so you can do this even with a normal or rise or float in animation, or you can go for the extra version, whereas if you click, all of the letters fly in at a different speed. So it's a cool way to vary some keywords on your slides. Thanks a lot for watching, and if you want to learn more about PowerPoint, make sure to drop a follow and watch the video on the screen right now.